Hi, I'm Naveen.
I'm Devinder, and this is season 2 of the workshop.
If you haven't guessed it already, this time we're going to talk about mountain biking. Excited? We definitely are. So see you at the workshop. Welcome to season 2 of the workshop, where we'll talk all about mountain biking. I have been a mountain biker all my life, and that is what motivated me to bring my own bike store up in Manali. I'm going to help you learn how to do mountain biking right, and joining me on this quest is one of India's leading mountain bikers, Devinder Thakur.
Thank you for having me on the show, Naveen. Absolutely thrilled to be here.
So while I set things up at the workshop, why don't you talk about different kinds of mountain biking?
Sounds good. Very often, people are surprised to know that there are different kinds of mountain biking. That's really the beauty of it. Each discipline of mountain biking presents a different challenge, a different thrill. First up is cross-country. They say mountain biking began with cross-country riding. It is also one of the most popular form of mountain biking in India and my chosen discipline. And then there is enduro. Enduro biking is a mixture of cross-country and downhill biking. In enduro racing, going uphill is mandatory but not timed, and you need to set best time possible in the downhill sections. The enduro bike has double suspension and longer travel. And then of course there is downhill. As the name suggests, it's all about riding down a steep hill. For downhill riding, the bikes typically need a longer wheelbase. Now that we have discussed different kinds of mountain biking, let's head to the workshop.
Devinder took you through different types of mountain biking, but we're going to talk mostly about cross-country since that's the most popular form of mountain biking in India. The first thing before getting the right bike is considering the frame. This is the frame of Devinder's bike, the Scale RC 900 Team. This is a super light carbon frame bike which offers great strength and stiffness. So Devinder, how was the experience riding this bike?
I would say this bike is a complete race package for cross-country races, marathon races. The geometry is really aggressive for cross-country races. When I'm going down the hills, the sharp handling helps me a lot, tackling those technical steep sections on the downhills. And also when I'm climbing, the fast acceleration of this bike helps me a lot, going fast on those short punchy climbs.
That's interesting. Coming back to the frame, this frame is divided into the comfort zone and the stiffness zone. The top tube and the seat stay are flexible, which helps dampen the vibrations when you're on the trail. The bottom tube and the chain stay are stiff, which helps transfer your power more efficiently.
Scott was the first brand to introduce the through-axle system, which means your wheels are screwed on, not the quick release. Through-axle system gives your wheel more strength and more rolling to the wheel so that you can roll over faster in the downhill section without any extra effort. Also, one of the nice things about this frame I like is it can adapt 1x or 2x chaining system. I like 1x system because it is lighter and also helps me maintain and clean the bike during races.
This is the frame from the Aspect series. It's an alloy frame. Nowadays you also have lightweight bikes in alloy. This has a flexible and relaxed geometry. It is good for endurance rides and expeditions.
Yes, and that's why it has a shorter top tube and a raised head tube, which gives you closer reach, and it also gives you more upright and relaxed position.
Another good thing is the drop chainstay, which reduces the chain slapping.
I also like the quick release seat clamp feature, which allows you to change the saddle height on the go.
So that's it on the frame. Now we'll move on to the suspension.
In mountain biking, the bikes have suspension in the front and rear, or like this one in the front only.
And here we're going to talk more about bikes with front suspension only, since this is more widely used in cross-country races. This is lighter and easier to maintain.
Bikes with front suspension, also known as hardtail bikes, have travel range from 60 to 100 mm. Both Aspect and Scale are at 100 mm, which is ideal for cross-country riding.
Both Scale and Aspect have the lockout feature, which helps you when you're riding on the flat roads. You can simply lock the suspension, so there's no loss of power.
The best thing about the Scale is that it has ride lock technology, which comes with 3 modes: unlock, half lock and fully lock. Depending upon the riding conditions, you can switch between the 3 modes on the handlebar itself, thanks to remote lockout.
With the frame and suspension out of the way, let's go ahead with the Groupset.
Yes, Naveen, the Groupset is a very important part of a bike. Typically, mountain bikes have 3x system, but the Scale here has 1x system, which is good for races and require less maintenance. But if you are going for a long ride that includes long steep climbs, I suggest you go for 2x system because it has a wider range of gears.
Coming to the brakes, almost all mountain bikes nowadays have disc brakes since it is safer in all conditions. So last thing we're going to talk about is the wheel size. We have three types of wheel size, the 26, the 27.5 and the 29er, which essentially is the diameter of the wheel. Bigger the wheel size, it will help you roll over obstacles easier.
This one here is a 26-inch wheel. It is agile and lightweight and also good for steep climbs.
This one here is a 27.5 or the 650B. The choice of wheel depends on the type of riding you do. This one has more maneuverability and rides over technical courses much better than the 26-inch wheel.
Here my bike is a 29er, ideal for cross-country races. It rolls over far more terrain. That's why 29er is a perfect choice for me. Also, I would like to add one last thing is the tubeless tires. Tubeless tires are not that popular in India but are very helpful in cross-country racing because you can avoid punctures and also ride at low air pressure.
Frame, suspension, group set, brakes, wheels. We covered everything you need to know before buying a mountain bike.
And of course, once you've found the perfect bike, make sure you get a bike fit done. I actually get one done after every 2 years. Every little gain makes a big difference.
Couldn't agree more. So that's it from our side. See you in the next episode. Let's go for a ride.
Read my mind.